Hi everyone and welcome. Oh my gosh. This is just unbelievable. You have to watch this. Watch until the end, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this one, for sure. So another log to bowl project here. As you can see, I'm starting out with the Carter & Son roughing gouge. A little bumpy at first, but that was to be expected because it was not completely round. Probably saw that crack down the side of the log. I plan on filling that with epoxy. It's a little bit too big for, at least in my opinion, for filling it with CA glue. I thought epoxy would be a better bond. Switching over now to the Carter & Son bowl gouge. This is a beast of a bowl gouge. And as usual, I'm going to link all the tools and products that I use in this video in the video description. So be sure to check them out. Continuing on with the bowl gouge. It's getting close to round at this point. I believe the lathe speed right now is around 800 RPM. When I started, I was at about 300. It was so out of balance. Stopping every so often to do a couple things. One, look at the grain. I'm admiring the grain. And two, to make sure everything's still safe. It is attached with a faceplate, as you saw. So it's feeling pretty sturdy to me at this point. Some finishing cuts here. And it seems to be in round. And so the part you're not going to want to miss is coming up soon, so I'm going to shut up for a minute. Let's see that in slow motion. Okay, well, I survived. No injuries whatsoever. I'm almost, you know what, my pants, but I'm good. Just another reminder that this can be dangerous. I was wearing a full face shield, respirator, and I was lucky that none of it hit me. This was also a reminder to me. I don't know if you noticed it in this slow motion, but I had the chuck sitting on top of the lathe, and that, you know, went everywhere. I was lucky it didn't hit me. So yeah, that was a little scary. So instead of filling the crack with resin, I am now bonding two very separate pieces with epoxy. And I'm using the Total Boat 2-to-1. There is a discount code for Total Boat in the video description. It's a great product at a great discount, so make sure you pick some up if you're watching this and you know somebody that turns or uses epoxy. This makes a great holiday gift. Using a couple different colors here. I used the copper penny, and this is pearl. And for the color, I was trying to mimic some of the colors in the wood. Let me know what you think at the end if I did that or not. But this color is called Interference Blue. I'm going to use a little bit of that because I really didn't want the blue to stand out. But mixing it with the pearl, I got to a good color, at least the color I was happy with. So while the resin is getting poured in and I'm finishing that up, if you follow me on social media, you may already know, but I recently announced that I am now teaching an online course about wood turning. It's on Teachable.com. If you're not familiar with them, I will link it down below. But basically, I am being an instructor for a class titled Getting Started in Wood Turning. Now, I know some of the people that watch are advanced and may not need that, but I also know that there are some people who are beginning or thinking about starting. So whether you're a beginner or just thinking about it, considering it, it would be a great course for that level of student. And it is on pre-sale right now. It will be live January 10th, and it's on sale, the pre-sale now, until December 15th. December 15th, it increases in cost. So anyway, I'll link it below. Enough about that. Let's get back to hitting this thing with the hammer. I sanded the top and the edges just because it would reduce the sharp points that could hit my knuckles. Don't want that. And attaching the faceplate once again. And it looks like a big old Tootsie Roll. There was a little bit of excess resin because the container, as you probably saw, was a little bit oversized. That's why I put the plywood cutoffs in to take up some space and use less resin. But obviously there's still some extra to turn off, so using a carbide tool, mostly because I don't want to dull the traditional tools. With the carbide, at least you can just replace the tip. And the negative rake on these carbide ones are really good for resin, so I went with that for most of the way until the resin was off or almost gone. And then now with the bowl gouge. So at this point, I'm turning not only resin, but part of the maple log, so resin, maple, and still some of the plywood to come off. So that was interesting. Using the skew chisel to make the tenon. And then working on the curve on the bottom of the bowl. So now we're down to mostly wood other than the resin that is holding the two pieces together. And using a combination of push and pull cuts. Sanding, sanding, and sanding. Sanded this piece from 80 to 400 grit. And using a little bit of Starbond CA glue and accelerator to fill some pinholes in the resin. That is not unusual. And Starbond is perfect for this. It's quick and easy and sands right off. Taking it off the lathe and off of the faceplate. And we're going to be mounting it in the tenon in the 4-jaw chuck. Now, because I do not have the tailstock pulled up, I'm going pretty slow at this point and really pretty gentle cuts. The lathe is, I think, around 500 RPM. I always get nervous with a tenon because I'm afraid it will break. So to save a little time and to ensure safety, at least as much as I can, using the drill chuck with a Forstner bit to hog out some material. And then it is back to the bowl gouge to start the hollowing process. Same as before, just trying to take my time not to put too much pressure on one side so it doesn't break the tenon. That is specifically what I worry about. At this point, it is starting to come together. I just need to reduce the wall thickness a little bit. And I have the Carter & Son 1-inch shear scraper here, which works wonders. And I mentioned the tool rest that I have. It is the Robust Interior Curved Tool Rest. It is perfect for situations like this. So glad I have it. Again, sanding 80, starting at 80 and ending at 400 grit. And next, cleaning the surface with denatured alcohol before I apply the sanding sealer, which you see here. And after the sanding sealer has some time to dry, I use a piece of a Scotch-Brite pad to denib the surface for applying the Axe abrasive paste and polishing paste. Somehow I lost the footage of applying the wood turning paste, but this is the step 2, the polishing paste. Check out the link in the description to get a discount on Axe when you order. And a little bit of a preview here. I'm just not quite done. Still have to take off the tenon and finish the bottom. I used a long rust chuck, as you see here. I don't show the whole thing, just to show you what it is. But I used that to remove the tenon, and then the branding iron. Always a fun part. And then using some sealer on the bottom to seal it. And in a second here, I'm going to show you some beauty shots. Don't forget to subscribe. Please and thank you. If you've already subscribed, please share this with on your social media. And if you can hit the thumbs up button, that would be amazing. Until the next project, thank you, thank you, thank you, and peace out.